not asking anymore, we are telling. We are telling Mike Baird and his government that we will not accept having our city taken away from us.
Hey, I'm Barra! Barra, Barra, Barra.
Just fuck off, please.
Especially if I've gone out for friends' birthdays that they wanted to have out in the city at other venues. I found that it's often a hassle to get in, and it's even more of a hassle to get out.
The lockout laws, I mean, they've affected the whole scene really badly. I mean, without venues, you don't have places where you can kind of start out and find your vibe, I guess. I don't know, like I started out just DJing in clubs, and without venues, you have nowhere to play your music. There's just not as many people going out anymore. The clubs can't, and the venues, they can't, you know, just open until 1:30. They wouldn't be making enough money to stay, you know, functional as a business. They need those extra hours in the early morning to kind of offset the rest of the night. As a girl, I feel, to be honest, look, I'll finish a gig and I don't have a car, you know, and the public transport system hasn't improved. It's so fucking dangerous. They look at guys that get hit, but what about girls? I've never ever mentioned it.
When you go out at night, the streets aren't the same. You don't feel safe, and it feels like, you know, as a girl, it's really hard to actually walk around the streets, even if you're in a group. So it'd be nice to bring back Sydney nightlife and bring back all the love, and yeah, it'd be really great to have it all back to normal again.
The best place in Sydney, I guess, to catch live music, you've still got a lot of the big ones like the Enmore and the Hordern, Metro. If you want to see, I think the kind of scene's changing, so people don't really go as much. They don't support the like local acts as much. They support the big ones that come through to all the big venues. I mean, that's good, but it's also bad because those acts that are now big had to start somewhere, and they started in the small venues.
So I'm into the hardstyle scene, which is a little bit on the periphery of just generalised EDM. Under the lockout laws, we're honestly functioning okay, because I think the sorts of people who go to hardstyle events aren't necessarily into getting smashed and sort of moving around all the time, nor is it a hookup scene, so there's not a stress or an emphasis on trying to be in the best place at the best time.
So even Newtown's changed a lot. And so yeah, I'd have to say, yeah, warehouse parties around the inner west. Where else? I mean, you know, there's like the Sly Fox that's also an Enmore, but even they're having restrictions placed on them as well. And Factory Theatre's great now. But there's like, you know, there's so many places that are actually great, but they, you know, they only have their licenses to say midnight. And you know, I work in the creative, I work in the performing industry. I might not finish till 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Like, went to a good bar this weekend, and that was like a great new venue. And you know, like other bars and stuff, just adapting like what Good Gods turned into now. Oxford Arts doing like a lot of good gigs, and you know, it sucks that they have to shut earlier and stuff, but there's still like heaps of great events every weekend.
I'm so bored, please Mr. Man, 'cause I'm not ready to go to bed. I'm so bored, oh Mr. Man, don't tell me when I'm going to bed.
I think the more important thing, and the thing that I think a lot of young people are feeling, is this kind of cloud of crushing regulation, red tape, the war on noise, gentrification, higher rent prices, getting pushed out of the inner city. We feel very marginalised.
Pretty much only warehouse parties now, and like park parties. Like, it's good what people are doing, but it sucks that we're sort of forced to move to places that, you know, we can do what we want.
40% decrease in King's Cross, 80% decrease in the people who are going there. So you're not making nightlife safer, you're getting rid of nightlife. That's not what we set out to do initially. So, you know, I think it'd be really great if the people who support the lockouts stop cherry picking their facts and actually be real about this and have a proper conversation.
It's just silly. It's just, it's just ridiculous. It's like too much. What's next, you know?
They haven't improved anything in terms of safety and transportation. You know, they've just shut everything down. And so, no, I don't feel safe for the city at all. Yeah.
Okay.